March along, you little quilters. Drop and give me 20 stitches.
Why, hello! Welcome to the third annual March Along, week 2. We're reporting in for the second week of March for 2014 March Along. What's March Along? For those of you who haven't been playing along, it's a 15-minute encouragement to sew, quilt, get things organized, whatever we want to do for 15 minutes. I haven't reported in anybody else's progress, so this is what I'm going to do. This little video is to just note all the people who have commented or either left a comment on the blog or done an in link on the blog or commented on Twitter with the hashtag MarchAlong. My blog is scientificquilter.com, and we're just encouraging each other just for the month of March to sew for 15 minutes a day. So that's 15 minutes a day. It's a way to keep ourselves out of the I need a lot of time to sew rut. I have to admit, my sewing mostly begins too, so. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you a list of the people that I wrote down that have commented and been either a part of or wanted to be a part of the blog, the March Along. So, without further ado, here's our list. From the blog, I've got Tina, AJ Dub, Terry, Dee Dee, Robin, Gretchen, Nan, or maybe Nanette, Jackie, Valerie, Colleen, Laura, and Diane. Some people who have commented with March Along Tag Along on Twitter are Cotty, Jay, Philippa, Carol, Tori, and the one person on the in links that didn't also comment on the blog is Vicky. So congratulations, you guys are awesome. Even if most of your posts have said I would like to play along, I still appreciate every opportunity we get to encourage each other to sew a little bit more. I kind of missed the ball last video because yesterday was International or Worldwide or National Quilt Day. We had a impromptu little sew-in just kind of from last year, NQDSI, kind of still hanging around today, Sunday the 16th of March. It always happens the third weekend of March. And that's what the flowers are kind of for. They're really more for me, my birthday, but that I just pretend that they're for the National Quilting Day. Very pretty colors. Great inspiration for quilts. So. Anyway, most of my cutting, or my sewing has been in the form of cutting. I got so involved in a Hulu soap opera thing, I've been cutting these, and these, and these, and 1.5 inch guys, more 1.5 inch guys, and then the things that don't end up being 1.5 inch. I guess I'm going to try strings, we'll see. I don't do strings very much. And then I've been trying today to work on my project for my friend. I don't remember a thread here earlier. One thing I just wanted to point out is that I did the Missouri Star Quilt Company quick method for doing half square triangles. You take a square piece of fabric and another square piece of fabric, right sides together, and you sew along all 4 edges, and then you cut diagonally twice, and you get 4 quick and easy half square triangles. I don't know what size they are, I can measure them. But since this is all going towards the same quilt and they're all getting cut the same way, it doesn't matter that they're all the same size or whatever size they are. Truthfully, you end up with bias on the edges of your half square triangles after you do this, and sometimes that's a problem. The biggest problem though has been the quilter's nightmare. The thing that you don't want to do that causes all the problems is these little dog ears. I've been leaving them on, and sometimes that finds its way into being trouble for the rest of the quilt when I'm putting these together. But that's my personal preference or my personal decision, and I'm kind of regretting it now. So spend time now, spend time later, it kind of all evens out. One last thing I just wanted to quick share with you. I found a light solution that's kind of different than in response to a little earlier podcast that Sandy did about lighting solutions. Let me grab it real quickly. This is a fishing light. It's an LED. Pretty bright. I'm not going to shine it right into the camera, but you can see how bright it is on my hand. It's got a magnetic clip on the side, and my machine is an older, the one in here is an older machine. It's a vintage, so class 15 clone from Japan, and it's metal. So this little thing, I set this on top of the motor, and then this has the little, there's a little bit of magnetic bar on this piece, and that's sitting on there, and I turn the light on, and it puts the stitching, the light right where I'm stitching, and it's kind of been awesome. I've only had it for a couple days. It's about $12 or so from Bass Pro Shops. They're all over everywhere. Before I was using a headlamp, one of those, and I wrapped it around, but this one I think will not hang down as low, so I get a little bit more clearance for free motion quilting. Anyway, it's a nice alternative. And then that way it's not permanent and I don't have to like stick anything on there. It wouldn't work probably as well with plastic, but you know, take a piece of fabric and wrap it around, and another piece of fabric and wrap it around, and at least you get a little bit more light if you have a plastic machine. That could work. I've not tried it yet. Well, anyway, feel free to go to my blog, scientificquilter.com. That's my little wrap up for the week of second week of March. Hopefully by next week this thing will be, I'm hoping to be all together and all basted and maybe even quilted. That's my goal. I'm off this week for my birthday. I never get to take my birthday week off, and this week I do, so I have time to hang out on Twitter for a while. Scientific Quilt on Twitter, scientificquilter.com is my blog. Feel free to comment on any post about the March Along, and thank you guys for joining me for 15 minutes of sewing a day. You guys rock, and great sewing time.